Good day, devs. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm showing how to build a fancy rainbow spanner using HTML and CSS. Remember, I did this video. It's one of my best performing videos on this shelf it reached. So I just said it today that maybe I just need to do it as a video to show people how everything is done, so that those who want to learn can learn easily. So without wasting your time, let's get on to the project. I'll be using Visual Studio Code. I remember sometimes back there are some people who asked me how I was able to do side by side extension code Microsoft Visual Lifesaver. You can just download it on inside Visual Studio Code, then you can start coding with it, viewing live the progress that you are making. So inside the div, remember, if you're just building this fancy rainbow spinner, the great thing about that is that you just use one div, not two divs like you can say in a div. No, there's going to be one div. So you just have to come here and create a div, which I'm going to call container. That's the single div that we want. Now collect the class name. This is what we are going to use inside the styling first. So we're going to say style the container. I'm going to start off by setting the background color to purple. Then afterwards, I'm going to give it a width of 300 pixels. Then let's give it a height again of 300 pixels. Then I want to make this solution look circular, so I'm using, as you are all familiar with the majority view, we are using the border radius 50%. Then, as you can see from the challenge, the background color is different from the purple color, so I'm going to change this background color using the conic gradient. So for the background color, I'm going to use the conic gradient. Look, that will change the after styling the background color. I'm now going to give the animation that we shall be using for rotating the wheel. So I'll give animation spin. I'll say spin. Then let's give it a 1,4 seconds gap with linear gradient, linear infinite. Let me create a box shadow, the outer box shadow. So I'm just going to paste the coding. If you want to learn about how to use box shadow, just tell me, then I'll do a video on how to use box shadow. Then let me add another border. We're going to give it, we'll say to give it 4 pixel solid white. Now there you can see, but you can see from our from the project that we have recorded, the inner is covered by a white background. So I'm not going to create an inner div to give a background color for it. I'm just going to use pseudo. If you don't know how to use pseudo, let me know and I'll do some YouTube videos for you for that. So you just have to come in and use the class name container, and now we use pseudo before. Let me set the contents to empty. Then let's have the background color, the one that we're talking about. Let's give it white. Then to make it visible and to position it correctly, I'm going to set it position to red absolute. Then by styling it to absolute, that means I'm now have to come here and place our container, outer container, to position relative. Now let me give the dimensions. I'm going to start off with the width. I'm going to give it, okay, let me give it 85%. 75. Let me give 75%. Then let's give it a height of 75%. Yes, the icon is now visible, but let me make it border. Let me make it circular, just to mimic the original outer div. by setting the border radius to 50%. There you can see. So let me try to position it to make it position it better, add it to the center. So I'm going to push it from the top by 50%. There you can see. Then from the left side, I'm going to set it to 50%. Now to make it mobile responsive, I'm going to give it a width of, I'm going to use transform property to make it responsive. Transform, and I will say translate. That would make it minus 50% along x-axis. Then you can see from our position, then minus 50% along the y-axis. There we have positioned everything. An inner border that will cover the inner side, so use box shadow. Then we say insert, since this does not cover the outer, it goes inside. So now insert. Okay, after insert, let's save the border to 4 pixel solid white. There you can see the border is now visible. So I'm now going, let's go on to make to the animation to make it rotating, like as you can see there. So to do that, I'm going to use keyframes. We use spin, since it's the one that we referred using the animation here. So we are going to use 2 to make sure that we rotate it from 0 up to 360 degrees. So inside 2 we say transform, rotate up to 360 degrees. There you can see our lovely fancy rainbow spinner is now fully functional and operational. Thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe and press on the notification bar. Thank you.